No, whoa. No. Shoe. Stinky shoe.
It's not Jacob's computer already.
Yep. Is it bad? Hello, everyone, and welcome to the DAWG podcast.
Yes, this is episode 11, because Truman didn't want to say it. We are double digits
Fuck
now,
you.
and we're staying there. We got a variety of topics to talk about today, ranging from internships, Walgreens, abortion pills, derailments. We got some other things like French people.
Some
We're just gonna hate
sports.
on them.
Some
And
sports.
we're going to talk about Alex's Cayman Island adventure, where he made out with manta rays.
Oh, wait, yes.
And then we're going to finish it off with probably a little philosophical segment, which I've not told anyone about yet. So this will be all opinion based.
A little surprise.
Little surprise.
I thought he made out with stingrays, not manta rays.
They were technically stingrays.
What's the
Caedyn.
difference?
I'm going to need you to...
What's the difference?
Manta rays don't have a stinger.
Oh,
One
so
has
they're
a
lame.
One has a barb. Oh. Sorry.
Manta rays killed Steve Irwin.
No, stingrays don't, idiot.
Yeah, stingrays did because they have the stinger. Literally what you just said.
You literally just said that.
How do you mess that up?
Hold on. Let me bring up the records.
Well, anyways, Truman's gone now, so this is actually the perfect podcast episode.
Suck my nuts.
I need some better.
All right, so
Man brought out his Chromebook.
so we all know about abortion pills, right? Right, there's like
No.
Plan B. There's actually a lot of other ones that like can stop abortions up to like 10 weeks.
Right.
And so I think with this article about Walgreens, it deals more with like those types of medications that are prescribed to individuals that want to get an abortion. So Walgreens, unlike CVS and all that, have hammer home the idea that they are not giving out abortion pills, and it really sparked like a big controversy with Walgreens, and they're actually losing like millions and millions of dollars because of it. They outlawed the abortion pills in every state where abortion is illegal, but also in 4 states where it is legal. And I really don't understand, coming from a business point, why they would do such a thing if their competitors like CVS and everything are still giving out abortion pills.
Maybe they thought that they were going to get positive feedback from the people who don't support abortion. Maybe they were thinking that they would make more money off that than if they did sell it. But even then, I don't know. It's also trying to think about it. It's free advertising because people are going to be talking about it, but it's not good because they're talking bad about the company.
We love bad free advertisement. Let's go, guys. No, but I just wanted to bring it up because like it's a very short story just about like how Walgreens is shooting themselves in the foot. But we know that the quote woke culture is going to get into every business. But I also think like no matter what you do in a business now, it's very political still because we're in a very polarizing time. So even if you are like Walgreens, who literally sells like candy and like cards and crap, you're still going to be in politics, whether you like it or not. Exactly. And so I think me and Truman both being business students, I feel like we really need to get on top of that right now and analyze that from that point of view before we screw ourselves over too.
Save the world, guys. It's up to you.
We're going to be building companies that's going to destroy the environment, and Jacob and Alex are going to be trying to do the opposite.
Not allowed, buddy. I'll be at your doorstep.
Yeah.
I want a podcast where we just fight each other the whole time. Can we have like a boxing match? We're not gonna degrees versus business degrees.
Jacob looks like a spirit, dude.
You do look pretty bright.
Force ghost.
I do look fake, dude.
I'm gonna be honest. I don't think you guys can have a background. You guys just keep
I
like
know.
vanishing into it.
That's what I said. I tried to tell him, but no, but I like the plane. Dude, it just keeps getting brighter. Hold on, let me take the background off.
Oh man, I tried to hold it in.
Why is it? Okay. Your
Just-
laptop thing was not good.
I was gonna say, just turn the brightness up on. It looks like a found footage thing.
It's all the way up.
It looks like you guys have night vision on.
Should we switch to mine? Is it better to have this on? Oh, dude, I'm fine now.
Jake does look a little better now.
Why? Like, it's like hitting you perfectly where you look retarded. Like an angel. Yeah, retarded angel. That's not angel. I like planet. Racist.
Can you understand a single word they're saying, Caden?
No, I can't understand what you guys are saying half the time. I think Jacob's computer just fucking blows. Oh wait, no, Jacob's computer is gonna do the fire thing too, isn't it?
Hello, can you hear me now?
It's gonna do the fan thing.
Dude, I wonder who was like, you should do this on my laptop. Everyone else, no, David looks good.
I kind of forgot. Maybe you guys should do it on Alex's laptop.
They like David boy. Can we talk about sleepy shoes?
All I heard was the word Jew in that. Now I'm scared.
I hope Shinky. Freight
Right.
railroads.
More
They
like
have
it.
agreed, all of them, in US and Canada, they've agreed on safety measures after the Ohio derailment. They're putting out more trackers and sensors that will basically say like, hey, the rails are getting way too hot. Please stop sending trains over, or we're gonna literally break the bearings in them, and they're just gonna fall off the track. And so now you're gonna have one every 15 miles. And as everyone knows, the U.S. has the like largest train system, whatever, ever. And so this is a good idea. But as I was reading this, I was like, nice. How many derailments have we really had, though? Okay. So since 1990, about 1,700 derailments per year in the U.S.
Holy, that's a lot. That's
That's
a
a lot.
lot more than I thought it was gonna be.
than you wished it
Right.
was. Yeah, but I mean, like, that brings up a really interesting thing that, like, okay, so this Ohio one was so bad that we really had to get talking about it. But, like, what about the other 3 million that happened in the past 25 years?
Well, I mean, I bet the other ones weren't as significant. Like I bet they weren't carrying like anything that important
Spaghetti.
to cause it.
Spaghetti's
But
pretty important. Yeah, but what about 2002, where there was a derailment in North Dakota in which a hazardous material spill injured more than 1,400 people? Basically, exactly the same thing that happened in Ohio. Why didn't we talk about it then? And
Wait,
if
what
we
was
did,
it
why
there?
aren't we talking about it now?
well, I don't know because that's before any of us were born too. So I mean, 21 years ago.
Well, speak for yourself.
Yeah, Jacob's actually super old. That's
Back
why it
in
looks
my
like
day.
he has such a manly man body.
Jacob's about to be 21 tomorrow.
No, he's not.
47. 43.
No.
I'm 43. My 3 kids at home. Shout out to you guys watching. I love you guys. Well, 2 of you. Anyways, I think a lot of it has to do with kind of how the government's portrayed nowadays. So people are trying to broadcast that more to put like government down because they're not dealing with this problem as much as they should be.
Wait, what month happened? Did it happen?
And also, I feel like shut up, Sherman. Also, I feel like in 2002, that's like right after 9/11. So I mean, I feel like people were
You
pretty-
motherfucker! I was literally just about to say that.
too fucking late, bitch. I beat you to it. But,
Yeah, 9/11.
right after 9/11, so I feel like that was more important than a fucking train killing fucking people. Than a
Yeah,
plane
but
hitting
what?
two buildings and
No.
exploding.
Okay. So the planes hit. So the planes. Why are we talking about 9/11 and 2002 derailment right now?
Because
There
No,
was a
I know what you
period of
mean.
rebuilding after 9/11.
Yeah. So then why wouldn't we like 9/11
towers
really-
collapse.
we did some great things after 9/11. You know, we increased police security and security in
At
general
airports.
and airports.
Yes.
We did a lot with immigration, which some of it might be a little too strict nowadays, but whatever.
Disagree completely.
But whatever, not the story. But like, okay, a year later, this derailment happens, injures almost 1.4 thousand people. So why aren't we talking about this so that then we can improve, the number of derailments going down?
I don't know. I wasn't alive, but this is a hypothetical theory.
Oh, so okay, so just because you weren't alive during World War II means that like you shouldn't care about it?
That's a good point. Does bring up a good point, Truman. How are you going to retaliate?
That makes zero fucking sense. If you would listen to my theory, I'm about to have.
Well, you
Yeah, go
haven't
ahead.
fucking said it. You just keep saying I have
Because
this
you
theory.
said that's actually a good point within 5 milliseconds.
Anyway, I do think that because it was in 2002, it was right after 9/11, that the media was more focused on terrorism because that's when the war on terrorism started. And you also have to talk about rebuilding the tower. What are we going to put in place of those towers? Or are we going to make it national holiday? Stuff like that.
A
We're gonna
holiday.
make 9/11
A national holiday.
You know what I meant?
We're all gonna take the day off. No, okay, but that's a great point about terrorism, you know. Ooh, lot of terrorism. We have to watch out for him, right? But then now you see no, okay, shut up. But now you see it, Ohio. Oh my god, train derailment. Oh my god, balloon. Guys, terrorists in 2023. So why weren't we talking about terrorists in 2002 when we were talking about them in 2001? Like why wasn't the media talking about the North Dakota hazardous spill being terrorists?
Because
You know?
nobody gave a fuck about hazardous spills in the early 2000s. In the past 20 years, fucking environmental activists like Greta Thunberg have
Fucking
made everybody
stupid
aware.
idiot.
Well,
Okay, well, I'm not
are you
talking
saying that
about.
because she's a woman?
Yeah. On National Women's Day. That's what I'm saying.
Yep, international.
Oh, international.
They're gonna get rid of that soon. It's gonna
Side
be
note.
international everyone way.
I want him to keep the same energy on International Men's Day.
I mean, we have one, right?
Yeah. Wait, hold on. Time out. Caedyn, did you ask why we aren't talking about terrorism now?
Because
No,
we
we are talking about terrorism now. So why weren't we talking about in 2002 when we were already talking about terrorism? Like we think
We
the
were.
Ohio derailment was like terrorism potentially.
Oh, okay. I see. You're saying, well, if we're talking about terrorism now and still talking about the derailment, why aren't we talking about the derailment and terrorism in 2002?
Yeah, when terrorism was at
Okay.
high. Yeah.
I see what you're saying. Well, because I feel like terrorism now, it's for the most part, like
it's irrelevant.
that was the first time we had a terrorist attack on our like home turf, like on American soil. That's the first time that had happened, like a mass terrorist attack. So I feel like that was so significant that anything else just didn't matter at the time.
Yeah, no, I can completely understand that. Now, 131 people died in train derailments from 1990 to 2021. That's about 4 deaths per year. So that's lower than shark attacks It's a lot lower than plane crashes or car crashes or anything. So, I mean, like, you can talk about train derailments, and yes, I mean, it probably screws with our economy and just with a lot of like, I don't know, importing maybe. I don't know, just getting stuff around. But I personally don't think like derailments are really that big of a hazard, you know?
Yeah, I would completely agree with you. And the number like 1,000 might seem like a very large number per year, but like I bet that includes like a train falling off the track and then just putting it back on and it's good to go. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
no, that's basically what it is.
Yeah, yeah. So I don't feel like it's a bunch of hazardous spills like everywhere in the country just happening all the time.
Now, this is kind of off topic, but did you guys know that like um of course train tracks will run through different countries and like European countries and stuff like that. But did you know that like the size of the tracks are different depending on what country you're in because it like relates back to World War One and Two where they thought like people would send trains over with bombs in them.
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, I thought it was pretty crazy, but I don't
So
know why they haven't fixed them now since like 80 years have passed.
can the same train go on both tracks or do they have to get a different
No,
train?
they have to like unload everything and load it up onto another train.
That's I bet that costs a lot of money. Like they're losing a lot of money because of it.
I don't know. Don't get bombed by trains, I guess.
Yeah, no. What are you gonna do?
I don't know. I know what we should do though. Tell Truman to shut up. Truman, why are you playing with a pig right now? Kiki's probably humped the crap out of that too, and you're just putting your hands all over it.
He hates this pig. Jacob knows.
I abused him with that fucking pig.
Whoa.
Like I would chase him around the house for 30 minutes straight, and he would get so pissed off he'd start trying to bite me.
Last Thursday, I get a phone call around 9 a.m. and I'm in lab, my chem lab at the time, so I didn't answer it, didn't even look at it. But they kept calling me over and over again. So I finally look at it, and it's my older brother, and he doesn't call me like that. All paid for, private jet and everything, because he works for Bex, and they just gave it to him. So he called me less than 24 hours before we had to leave to go to the Caymans. So that's why last episode I was in a different place than Jacob, and I left halfway through. But uh, the resort, it wasn't a resort, it was just a condos that we were staying on the beach, and it was nice because this time of year there's not a lot of people there. So the beach wasn't full at all, but it was the clearest waters I've ever seen. Um, we went snorkeling, uh, saw pufferfish, sea turtle, coral reef, stuff like that. But there was this really cool spot called Stingray Point, where it's a random sandbar in the ocean, and you get off the boat, and there's like 40 to 60 stingrays just all around you in the water on the sandbar, and they're swimming up to you. You can feed them and pick them up, and they don't care. But the entire time I was there, I was just thinking of Steve Irwin.
40 to 60 stingrays, huh?
So 40 to 60 sting.
How is that funny?
I don't know. Oh.
Did you get stung by a jellyfish at any point?
I actually did not see any jellyfish there, which was really weird. But what was scary was when the hurricane came through the island. What is funny?
I'm just smiling. What do you mean?
No, fucking Caedyn over here.
Dude, I love your story. I just other people, I just can't. I just can't.
Anyways,
But what was pretty scary though is when the hurricane came through the island. When the hurricane came through the island,
I have sirens going. Please keep talking.
when the hurricane came through the islands, there were reports that a saltwater crocodile had been picked up by it and was swimming around in the ocean near the island.
Well, that's not very good, is it?
That was always in the back of your mind when you had like 20 feet of water below you and you're snorkeling above it.
Hey, at
Always
least it
checking
wasn't a
behind you for
bear
it. On cocaine.
on cocaine.
Did you know that they are actually having another movie similar to that?
Yeah,
but it's
cocaine shark.
no, it's a
They're thinking of
meth
doing that.
it's a meth alligator in Florida.
I don't know if that's confirmed yet, but I think that is one of the ideas with the shark, though.
Yeah,
But I feel like, again, if they keep doing that gimmick, it's gonna run out by like movie
I
3.
think it's already run out. I think the
What?
whole thing's. I think the whole thing.
None of us have even seen the first movie. We can't comment on it.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I think the whole thing's kind of already like, okay, that's cool. You know?
Okay, but how many Sharknado movies did they make?
Yeah,
Dude,
and
what
how
the fuck?
they were
Or
horrible.
Jaws?
They
It
were,
doesn't matter if they're horrible or not. They get people in the seats because they're stupid.
Yeah, that's fair. People are stupid.
What, Truman?
I was gonna say something about Sharknado too.
What about it?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say pretty much the exact same thing. They made how many fucking Sharknado movies and they all did decently well.
Anyways, we've been watching a new show on Netflix. It's called The Wrong Side of the Tracks. Don't touch me. Okay, keep your hands over there. Anyways, it's about a Mexican cartel, and this old grandpa lives in the slums, basically, of the Spanish city, and his daughter gets kidnapped by the cartel. And am I allowed to say that word on the podcast or no?
Cartel?
No. She gets
Oh no,
Hard?
no. Yeah,
she
Yeah.
gets hard.
hard art.
She gets she gets hard. And
And
then
it shows it too. Like
it shows it.
It was bad.
So that's why you guys like the show?
Yeah, we rewinded it 7 times. Well, Alex did. I was asleep.
Well, how do
Yeah,
you know
he's-
you rewound so
He
much?
was asleep. I was recreating the scene.
Anyways,
Anyways,
now it's like
There's no like this show.
it's so
like,
confusing
you know,
to explain.
You know that Indian show, the RRR?
yeah,
movie?
I know it
Best
very
movie
well
ever.
now.
You know how there's like 5 different plots within that movie?
No, I just seen all the action scenes.
Dude, there's like any fucking like plot you can think of is in that movie. Like does not. That's how the show is, but it's actually like quality. Like it actually makes sense.
See, I'm just confused why you guys would watch, because the show is a Spanish speaking show, right?
Yes, dubbed. We didn't even notice it was dubbed till like halfway through it though.
Yeah.
Not gonna
Okay.
lie.
So you guys will watch these foreign shows before you watch like actually like good American shows like Breaking Bad.
100%.
Well, I've already seen Breaking Bad, but I mean, it's like we're on. It's Netflix, and we're just scrolling through to see
Watch
whatever
Dark.
looks good.
Watch Dark.
Watch
It's
what?
Dark. It's a German foreign show. It got 3 seasons. They're all really great.
Dark. On Netflix, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
It's
The
about, like,
only
time
problem
travel.
the only problem with this show is there's 2 seasons, there's 16 episodes. Each episode is an hour and 10 minutes long.
There is a very long series.
Yeah.
Isn't that no? Truman only likes watching shows, right?
Pretty
Or do you-
much.
Okay. Why is that though? Because it takes longer to finish a show, right? So like, why would you like shows more?
Well, for shows, I can finish one episode and then stop and then come back. And I feel like with a movie, if I just stop in the middle of a movie, I'll just be like, and come back and watch it. I'll be like, what the fuck is happening? But with a show, I feel like that's kind of how they're designed.
I mean, I feel like that's how I use YouTube videos. Like if only have a quick amount of time to watch like a video or something like that, I just watch a YouTube video.
All right,
Anyway.
so we are all college students, and actually, before I get to my main topic, I want to ask Jacob and Alex, what is the benefits and also the disadvantages to having a roommate like you guys. And when Jacob moves in with Truman, or they're moving together, how is that going to be different from right now?
What do you mean, like a roommate that you like know personally?
No, I mean like because I don't have a roommate at all, really. I mean like I have my own room. So how is it like living two guys in like a small room like for an entire year?
Lots of sex.
No. One benefit though is I guess you wouldn't need that because you're kind of in an apartment setup, right? Because you have
What, sex?
mic. No, no. Fuck.
What do you
Like
mean, what?
we can share. Like one of us can buy a microwave, one of us can buy a mini
Oh,
fridge,
yeah.
stuff like that. So we can share a lot of the stuff. And now we're taking a lot of the same classes. So if, like we ever have a question about the class or need help with something, like you can just ask the other person. So,
No, that does sound pretty good. So Jacob, how is that going to be different next year when you room with Truman and his older brother?
I'm probably gonna kill myself because I'm gonna have to listen to him argue all the time. It's gonna be terrible. Truman's gonna go out in the kitchen, and then Tucker's gonna have moved one of his pizzas or something, and Truman's gonna be like, "Tucker!" and just start screaming.
And then Tucker has Tourette's, so he's going to be screaming no matter
Yeah.
what.
And then the family next door that has 5 children is gonna come over, and we're gonna get our asses beat.
I'll be living in a house with like 40, 50 other dudes. So
Wow. That sounds so
Um,
cool.
How do you think it'll be, Truman, next year?
Sorry, I went pee.
No, he didn't. He plugged his phone in.
No, I went pee too.
Oh.
in your pants or what? That was pretty fast.
Did you wash it? He did not wash his hands.
I did not wash my hands.
Certified dirty hands over here, boys.
I feel like if you don't piss on them, it's fine.
Do you regularly pee on your hands?
Oh, dude.
Well, I like
You
doing
don't?
like. Anyways, Truman, what do you think it's gonna be like next year?
I think it'll be fun. Hopefully.
Good answer.
You gonna invite me over to your apartment, Truman?
Yep, you're have 24-hour access, Alex. Sure.
I can walk in whenever.
No,
What about me?
Yeah.
you
Yeah,
can't.
Yeah.
Alex isn't fucking allowed.
Yes, I am.
He's over for more than 2 nights. I'm charging fucking rent.
Well, I'm not gonna stay the night there, but I can come over
Why
whenever.
not? No sleepovers?
No, dude. No. I don't want to
No,
sleep
he's
in
right.
the same house as Truman. I might get diabetes.
That's true. I'd hate to sleep with Truman.
I think it will be fun though. Our apartment's pretty shitty, but
No, it's
Uh,
all right. It's a college apartment.
Builds
Yeah.
character.
so it's a little shitty.
Yeah.
There's broken glass in the parking lot and stuff. You know, the usual.
Well, it's the parking lot.
True.
You guys both
Um,
can have your cars down here?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think living with my brother is gonna be a little tough.
You lived with him all your life.
Yeah, and it was tough.
Oh, okay.
But overall, I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a good experience. We're right next to a used record store, so I'm pretty fucking hyped about that, and a movie theater. So I
Movie
couldn't
theater's
feel
pretty
like
nice, isn't it?
Yeah, the movie
What?
theater's
Yeah, it is nice.
nice.
So I'm hearing some YouTube video movie reviews in the future. That's what I'm
If
hearing.
I'm fucking broke, it's like what, $650 a month for rent, and we're gonna have to figure out a thing for Wi-Fi. Probably
Maybe.
another-
I need a gaming PC.
Yeah, maybe if you didn't buy that stupid ass gaming PC.
You're
Yeah.
telling me we would get fucking Wi-Fi if I didn't have a gaming PC?
We're not
Yeah.
anymore,
It'd
goddamn
be a
it.
lot
We're-
easier.
We're saying that you can't complain about money if you're going to keep spending money on stupid shit like a gaming PC that you don't need.
It was $400.
Plus,
Sell it. Okay. That's fine. $400. Whatever. Sell it then. If you got it for so cheap, flip it and get the money that you can earn from it.
Facts.
That's why people buy really cheap stuff.
I'll be fine, honestly. I have like $3,500 saved up right now.
Are you guys planning on taking any summer classes? And if not, are you guys looking into any internships?
Yes, next summer I have to do a summer practicum, and then I'm going to intern at a national park. And then junior year, I'm gonna do 2 internships over the summer. Hopefully.
And so when you mean next summer, you don't mean like this one, but like the one in between
No.
your sophomore,
Yeah.
junior.
Yeah.
I'm not taking any classes over the summer because I don't really have a need. With my major, I have a lot of electives, so I'm picking up a minor. So there's my elective spots just fill up for my minor, so I really don't have a need to take summer classes. But I've been looking into a few internships, and not this summer, but next summer, I have a few that I am looking into now. And some of them are local to our hometown too. So
Yeah. When I talked to my sorry, go ahead, Truman, go ahead.
I'm not planning on taking any summer classes. I've already emailed a couple businesses about internships. One would be Bex, and I emailed them. A month
Wait.
went by.
wait. Time out. Like Bex Hybrids, that's what I was looking at too.
Yeah.
Mine was for the agronomist position though.
Yeah, I was looking at more like sales or marketing or whatever, but
Where were you planning on doing that, in Atlanta, Indiana?
yeah, in Indiana.
Atlanta though, the Atlanta plant.
They have a Bex in Winnemac that was offering internships.
Bex and Winnemac.
Yeah, it's I think it's like conjoined with the John Deere.
Well, yeah, that makes sense.
Looking to do 5 to 6 classes probably this summer. Just because like I can. I was gonna look for an internship, but it'd make no sense to stay in Bloomington, and I have no experience, because I'm a freshman, so I wouldn't really get hired anywhere around here. And I might be working with my mom, not doing Amazon, but this new business venture that we're thinking of doing. So I might still be able to put that down on my resume. But I'm gonna do 5 or 6 classes strictly for the fact that A, I have more credits. B, because if I get into honors, I take this huge thing called I-Corps for junior year in the fall, and then in the spring, after you get done with that, a lot of people do study abroad. So I'm looking into doing that.
Where are you gonna be? Do you have any ideas of where you're gonna be studying abroad at? No.
Dude, I'm American. I don't even know that many countries. Come on.
Bang.
I was looking into going to Ireland for my junior year in the spring for study
I know why
abroad.
Alex wants to go to Ireland. Because all the leprechauns.
Potatoes.
The potato.
I get some gold.
They do got beer there though. Lord knows Alex loves him some brewskis.
No, I don't.
There are so many business students that are doing so much crap. It's ridiculous. Like, I don't know how they have time to have social lives. And I feel like the only guaranteed way for like at least men on campus to have social lives is through a frat. And so if you don't like frats, I mean, you're kind of royally screwed, because with a lot of these beginner classes, it's like huge lectures where, I mean, like you can say hi to someone, but I mean, it's not like you're going to get their Instagram or like hang out with them because of a lecture class. So they're raising the retirement age in France primarily from 62 to 64, and people are flipping out. That's not really that much different from the US, so it's really hard for people like us Americans to find sympathy for these people. Plus they only do 35-hour work weeks instead of 40, and they They work basically about the exact same like productivity level as Americans, just a little bit lower, even though they work 5 hours less. And so the big thing is that a lot of French people are like, hey, we work really hard. We're working 35 hours a week. When we come to work, we work the entire time. Like, why don't you guys give us a break and literally let us retire when we're supposed to retire? So how do you guys think about that? Do you think that the French are just being lazy? Like they should work the extra 2 years? I mean, they can get more money. I mean, no matter what they have to work these next 2 years. Like, what's the idea behind that?
I think they shouldn't have surrendered, maybe.
Did they give a specific reason on why they raised it?
Um,
Guys, I would need to know that before coming to an opinion on the matter. Hold on, give me a second.
they also get 5 weeks of paid vacation
A year.
per year.
Much as
And they don't work outside of their 35 hours. So a lot of the time, like you'll come home and you'll still have work to do. They don't. So once they're done with those 35 hours, they don't even think about work until that next week. But Americans earn 17% more than French workers. So it's really this offset because when French people are working, they're really working. When they're not working, they're de-stressing. French workers also get burnt out really easily because they're working so hard, and they earn almost 20% less than their American counterparts who are working 5 hours more. So go ahead.
No, continue.
So I feel like if they do raise it to 64, which they could, maybe it's maybe it has to do with like birth gap too, because there's that big problem where like birth rates aren't being as high as they used to, and so it's really hard for the younger generations to support the older generations. So they're raising the retirement age up just by 2 years to hopefully sustain the retirement or the retirees for longer. But I think if they do this, they should increase the overall salary of French workers even just by a little bit, so it incentivizes them to work another 2 years. Or maybe even then, they could potentially retire earlier.
From what I found, just a quick search, it sounds like they want to raise it, to reform the pension system because they say that the way it's running now, it's not gonna last.
Exactly.
So, but I feel like the whole part of the reason why people are so mad about it is the whole economy is not the best right now. The cost of living is pretty high in France right now.
Yeah, another idea is that they've stretched the 35 hours over 4 days instead of 5.
Which we had talked about that, right?
Yeah, it says this would create a workday only slightly longer than the average in the US. So they work 7 hours a day, but they also get like crazy lunch breaks. Like I think it's over an hour or two.
Yeah, and like French culture and European cultures, lunch is like a big thing.
Yeah, because they can go back and nap and stuff.
I wish I could.
That'd be nice.
Like especially, I think schools in Sweden they have like a whole hour and a half for lunch or something because it's like supposed to be like a community thing.
Some places you only get like half an hour, 20 minutes.
I mean, I'm just thinking about this now, and this is probably a dumb thought, but like it's very stereotypical for Americans to not know anything about geography or really about any other countries in general. Do you, and of course this is because of the like education system, right? Because we really don't learn that much about other countries. Do you think that's for a reason? Because like I get it. A lot of people are like capitalism is amazing here, and then you look across the border and there's like some countries that are doing a little bit better in education or a lot, or a little bit better with like paid leave or insurance or free healthcare and stuff like that. And the rebuttal to a lot of these people, like, oh my God, we need free healthcare. It's like, well, if you don't like our country, go move somewhere else. I mean, but we really don't have the knowledge of what any other country is about or what they do.
And I feel like that's important because if you really look at it, I feel like America economically, like we have the best economy in the world,
Mhm.
like the way it's set up, best in the world. But obviously, there's areas like our education system, like you mentioned. I feel like we could definitely take pieces from other countries and implement them here because the way it is now, I'm not a big fan of it. I don't think it should be the way it is or continue being the way it is because it's not benefiting anyone.
Yeah, I mean, when was the modern school system was developed in like the late 1900s to make factory workers.
Right, exactly.
Obviously, not everybody works in a factory in the United States anymore, so I think something obviously needs to be done. But
I
Yeah.
think that honestly, nowadays, I don't think like elementary, middle, high school is that like important compared to the technology we have. Like if you really wanted to learn something, you can find it online. You don't need to go to school to learn it.
I disagree.
I feel like fundamentally there's things that you need to learn, but I mean, like with the amount, well, I mean, we really didn't even learn that much in high school. I mean, our high school kind of sucked balls, but I mean, in retrospect, I don't think that many people learn a lot in high school because like a lot of the times we'd be doing projects just to do projects or sometimes like Truman would just like watch Jackass in some of his classes and take naps like junior and senior year. And I mean that's just what happened. Or you would have to take study hall because we didn't really have any other classes that you could or would want to take because I don't know. Like it's just so disappointing to see a lot of kids like lose that innate love for education because of the education system here. And I would have to agree, like either cut down the amount of years that we have to go to high school or condense what we do learn.
Change up the curriculum
Mm-hmm.
because in piggybacking off what you said, like elementary school, I learned a lot. Like you learn a lot of fundamental stuff that you need to know. Same with middle school. But once I got to high school, I feel like as it went on, like the amount of stuff I learned just kind of dropped off. And I was just doing stuff just to do it. Unless it was like a soils class that I actually enjoyed being in.
See, I disagree. I didn't learn anything from school because my parents had to go through everything with me separately because I didn't learn the same way. It was difficult for me to fucking learn with the teachers.
Did you go to Mrs. Gearhart's room?
No,
Joking.
it's a funny joke.
I'm joking. I'm joking, Jacob. Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So I feel like if I didn't go through elementary school and stuff, I would be more applied in the world. Like if I was just like homeschooled.
Oh, okay. Like
So you're still. Oh yeah, I get what you. Okay.
Well, I'm still learning, but I'm doing it independently.
I thought you were just saying like, I just wish I didn't go to elementary school at all. I was like, yeah,
I
but
don't
Well, I do
blame
wish
you.
that too. I got choked out. So
in
Facts.
fifth grade
Facts.
for like 3 seconds.
Yeah, but he almost got stabbed in the eye with like a shanked out straw in the bathroom. So we really don't have much experience with this, but I was talking to my roommate about this on the 3-hour car ride home the other day, and I thought it was interesting enough to talk to you guys about it. Romantic versus platonic love. What is the main difference between it, right?
Can you explain explain them?
Yeah, so
Just so we're both on the same page here, you know.
So romantic love is obviously love that is romantic. Yes, it's shared between two individuals that would classify themselves as a couple. Platonic love deals more with, let's say,
So me and Jacob.
Yeah, platonic. Yeah. You could also say platonic is like family love, but let's just in this scenario, say that it's friendships.
So if you were from like Alabama, you could have both.
In one relationship, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Anyone can have both types, though. So I like Truman to go first because it looks like he's really thinking. So what do you think is the main difference between the two? Like what separates them?
Can I go first?
Okay, Alex can
Dibs.
go first.
Intimacy.
Intimacy. Okay. See, but that's the thing. So do you think that couples are only together because of the intimacy?
I think the thing that separates a friendship from a relationship, like a partnership like that, is the intimate part of it.
So, but do you think a woman would say the same thing? Because women are used to like play like doing each other's
Fucking
hair,
kissing each other for some reason.
randomly kissing each other for
Randomly,
some reason in
like
college.
randomly kissing each other. What is up with that?
Yeah,
Like that's like me going up to Jacob and just kissing him on the cheek,
just grabbing his
just
butt.
behind his back. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like
No, I think it's weird too. But like in that instance, and I know what you mean by intimacy, but like that could be classified as intimate, like being intimate with someone. Even if both of them platonically love each other and think of it as that way. I mean, I would say that you kissing a woman is pretty intimate.
what about me kissing a guy?
What about you kissing a guy? I mean, you do what you will with that, you know?
Okay.
Honestly, it'd be pretty intimate if you make it.
But that's like I don't know, when you think about it, right? And I'm not saying you're only in a relationship with another person to have sex with them or you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
that's not the only reason. But I do think that's one of like the main things that separates you from a friendship.
I can agree with that. The only counter examples that I can really think of is when you're old and old couples aren't intimate like that anymore, or well, I guess you could also say like asexual, who are like still companions who like live together or whatever, but they won't commit in that intimate sense. There was another example, but I'm forgetting it right now.
Would you classify that as a friendship though? Like a really good friendship? Because I would.
Well, I
Um,
think sexual people view sex in a completely different light. They don't view it as intimate.
yeah, okay, yeah, that was the other example. Like, what if you just like experimenting and like one night stands, you being intimate with someone in that way, they wouldn't categorize it as like loving that person.
I think with the one night stand, you eliminate the part of the friendship part of it. So
Yeah.
I think when you have both at the same time, that's when you have a relationship.
Yeah. I think respect also, like respectful intimate shit or whatever.
Like
Makes sense.
having that like compatibility and like, yeah, obviously respect for each other and that responsibility to not break it. Yeah, no, because I wanted to talk about this because in my applied ethics class we talk a lot about like emotions, but we don't talk about love in that one. And I feel like with our generation, it's still a big issue.
Because
Um,
we're named the hookup generation.
even though like guys are having less sex now than
Yeah,
what they were 30 years ago. So I don't understand that.
it's
Um,
very odd.
but there are actually 7 types of love, and I won't go through all of them. But what you guys are describing is a mix between erotic love, which is eros, and brotherly love, which is a love of friendship, which is philia. And so in that sense, I think I would have to agree with you guys that it would have to be both. You would have to have both of these loves. You can't single out one type or one characteristic of love and say that this is what it is.
Yeah. I mean, it's obviously a super complex topic. Everybody loves each other in different ways, but I think Alex is mostly right. I think relationships are taken to a whole new level when you become intimate with that person. Friendship, you're not really intimate with somebody. Relationship, you're intimate. So
Thank you guys for watching episode 11 of the podcast. Subscribe. Get us to 100 subscribers.
Subscribers.
Yep.
what are we putting in the comments, Jacob? Comment down below if you've ever been in love.
That's a good
Comment down below if you think love is real. And have a 250-word essay on why you think that's the case.
And then like and
I
comment.
also want your sources cited in MLA.
You responded to others.
And you have to respond to 2 others. Thanks for watching.
Hey, thanks for getting to the end of the video. If you liked it, consider subscribing. If you want to see the curated playlist for this video, click the top picture. And other videos that you might like will be posted in the bottom picture. This has been Just Another College Kid, and I'll see you in the next one.